Good morning, fellas, and welcome back to Me Plays Games, the show where stars only cost 5 coins. My name is Matt, and today I wanted to do something a little bit different. The YouTube algorithm is a beautiful thing, and a while ago it suggested I watch a tool-assisted run of Mario Party 6. Probably not the first game most people would think to make a TAS of, but keep in mind that TAS can stand for Tool-Assisted Speedrun as well as Tool-Assisted Super Play, where you use an emulator and save states to play a game really well, whatever that means. And in this case, the goal of this run is to earn 100 stars in just 10 turns, the minimum number of turns you can play in Mario Party. Today we'll be looking at how this run is possible. For more speedrunning videos, subscribe to Me Plays Games. You can also come hang out with me and the boys on our Discord server, link in the description. Alright, let's get started. This TAS was created by Beastly N64. Go subscribe to him on YouTube, link in the description. Mario Party 6 has 6 boards, but it's only possible to get 100 stars on one of them. Towering Treetop and Egad's Garage are your standard boards. Roll dice to race to the star space and buy one for 20 coins. Even if you got the perfect dice rolls, which you would since you can just rewind a TAS over and over till you get what you need, it's mathematically impossible to get 100 stars in just 10 turns. The board is just way too big for you to hit so many star spaces so quickly, so those boards are no good. Snowflake Lake uses a different mechanic though. Each player is given stars at the start of the game, and you gain more by stealing them from other players on the back of a chain chomp. How many stars does each player get? 5. I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure 5 stars times 4 players is less than 100. And you can't buy stars either, so this board is out too. Castaway Bay is also a no-go. There's only 1 star space at the end of the board, but you only get a star if Donkey Kong's boat is there. If Bowser is over there instead, too bad. You get stars or coins stolen from you instead. Clockwork Castle also doesn't work, since you can only get a star if you run into Donkey Kong, who's only on the board during the day. So that leaves Fair Square. This board is perfect for this task for a few reasons. For one, you can buy up to 5 stars at a time when you reach the star space. Mario Party 6 also features a day-night cycle, and each board changes in some way along with the time of day. Fair Square's got a couple of notable differences. First of all, there's a happening space on the board where each player has to pick a chimney. Whoever picks the one with the tallest plant wins. During the day, each player has to pay 10 coins and the winner gets all 40. But at night, the price to play is a star, meaning you can steal 3 stars from CPUs every time you land on the happening space. Beastly plays this game 9 times, giving him 27 stars. To make sure the CPUs have stars to steal, he also has to make sure they have enough coins to buy stars. We'll get into that in a second. The other gimmick of Fair Square is the economy going absolutely bonkers. During the day, stars cost 20 coins like normal, but at night the price is randomized. The price of stars can range from 40 coins all the way down to 5. Needless to say, Beastly wants them to cost 5 coins. That way you can buy 5 stars in a single visit to the star space with as little as 25 coins. Because of the board's design, Beastly hits the star space 15 times, buying 75 stars to bring his total up to 102. Unfortunately, it's only nighttime for 4 out of the 10 turns, so he has to buy some of the stars at the regular daytime price. Let's talk about where you even get the coins to buy so many stars from. First off, winning minigames nets you 10 coins. Since this is a TAS, I'm sure it won't shock you to your core to find out that Beastly wins every single one. There were also 2 battle minigames in there, where everybody has to pay 50 coins, and since Beastly won, he got the biggest chunk of the pot both times. Ironically, Wario of all people was 2 coins short for the first battle, so they were only playing to split a pot of 198 coins instead of 200. Oh well. On turn 2, all 3 CPUs landed on Donkey Kong spaces, where DK spins the banana randomizer to decide the exchange rate between bananas and coins. The maximum is 3 coins per banana. After that, you get to play a minigame where you collect bananas, then they get converted to coins and added to your total. This serves the purpose of inflating not only Beastly's coin counter, but all of the CPUs as well. If you watch the TAS, you'll notice that Beastly pauses a metric ton, and that's to manipulate all sorts of RNG. One place where that comes in handy is the random orbs on the board. By pausing the game, you can control the randomness in such a way that everybody always gets Super Shroom orbs. These fellas let you roll 3 dice per turn, and since they go from 1 to 10, that means you can move up to 30 spaces in a single turn. On Fair Square, that allows you to hit the star space up to 3 times in 1 turn, meaning you can potentially buy 15 stars with just 75 coins after rolling just once. But the other thing rolling 3 dice at a time lets you do is earn bonuses for rolling 3 of a kind. If you get 3 of the same number, you earn 30 coins, and if you roll 3 sevens, you get 50 coins. coins. They missed an opportunity to make that 77 coins, but whatever. This will ensure that everybody has the coins they need to buy stars for the whole game. I mean, every single one gets stolen, but hey. Beastly also pauses to manipulate all the dice rolls, usually shooting for triple 10s or triple 7s. One more optimization to get 100 stars is this happening space, where you can play a tracking minigame. You pay 1 star, and if you guess which hat it's under, you win 3 stars. Between that and the actual star space, the CPUs get 27 stars in this TAS, which as I mentioned before is exactly how many Beastly steals. I think I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't show you the minigames in this TAS as well. First up is Snow World, where you have to press A, B, Y, and X over and over and over to spin around. I think you can guess how this goes in a TAS. Also, today I learned that the score maxes out at 9,720 degrees. 10 points if you guess that he got a perfect score with time to spare. He also plays Banana Shake twice, where you have to shake bananas out of a tree while dodging hammers. The hammers are really difficult to react to in real time, but you know, tool assist. There's not too much to write home about in Peer Factor, just pick a barrel. Not a whole lot to optimize here. Somehow I thought that Beastly would get way higher than the CPUs in what goes up. He still wins of course, but not by as much as I thought it would be possible to. Granite Getaway is all about living on the edge. Yoshi doesn't have time for fear apparently, so he gets right in front of the rock for kicks and giggles. Popstar is a 1v3 where the 1 has to mash while the 3 have to ground pound, and whoever fills up the balloon faster wins. This is borderline impossible for the 1 in real time with competent players, but in a TAS you're able to mash 30 times a second by pressing A on every other frame. You can't do it every frame to get 60 presses a second though, since if you press a button 60 frames in a row, the game will think you're holding the button for 1 second, as opposed to pressing and releasing it 60 times. Hyper Sniper is fun. Insectorite is already unbalanced enough in normal gameplay, but it becomes even more broken in the TAS. Each player picks an insect to ride, but each one has different controls. The grasshopper is the best because you just have to press 8 buttons in quick succession, which is pretty easy to do and you move really far ahead by doing so. With the snail you're timing an A press, with the ladybug you're mashing, and with the beetle you're reacting to 1 button at a time, as opposed to 8 for the grasshopper. Wait, I just realized, a snail is one of the insects you can pick. Last time I checked, snails aren't insects, okay. This isn't that great a minigame since it could have been balanced a lot better, so that all 4 insects had roughly the same balance of difficulty and reward. We're getting off track here. Let's look at Snow Brawl. Snow Brawl is now over. I suck at Stamp By Me, so watching a TAS stamp all the paper perfectly in the center makes me want to launch myself directly into space. Stage fright is just hilarious to me. Imagine a bad stand-up act and everyone's throwing tomatoes, but the comedian just kinda does this. I'd laugh out of respect and ask them to join my dodgeball team. The last minigame is Crate and Peril, which lasts about as long as a typical game of Crate and Peril with humans. That's not even a joke, this game is impossible for the 3 to win. Let's take a look at some of the comments on this video.
I find it funny a TAS run is done on a board called Fair Square.
Hey, it's all good, man. In Mushroom Kingdomese, you can add E to the end of a word to make it mean the opposite.
It would have been hilarious if you had an AI get all the stars and just chance time swap them to Yoshi on the last move.
Actually, yeah, I was kinda disappointed Chance Time wasn't involved, but hey, I guess it didn't have to be.
Imagine this happening completely naturally in an IRL game of Mario Party with all human players. The Yoshi player wouldn't get out alive.
I mean, if one of my friends got luck that was that absurd, I would probably just fold my controller in half and leave. Oh, and to the one person who's been asking me to rate more Mario Party minigames in my comments, yeah, I'll do that eventually, but it's probably gonna be on a friend's channel when I get around to it. Go subscribe to The House Plays, link in the description. I'd rather not have too many non-speedrunning or speedcubing related videos on this channel. Mike doing a flip is an exception though because it's important. Well, that'll do it for this quick little video about this Mario Party 6 TAS. If you'd like to watch the whole thing, check the description for a link to the full video. Alright, good night fellas, sleep well.